Good morning. It's fantastic to see you all. Welcome to Build. All of those, you made it here. It's fantastic to be back together physically and everyone joining online. These developer conferences are special times, special places to be, especially when platform shifts are in the air. I distinctly remember my first PDC in 1991, driving up 101 into Moscone Center, and my life changed after that developer conference. So it's exciting to be able to come back to Build 2023 with that same sense of anticipation of something big that is shifting around us as developers. To just sort of put this in perspective, in fact, last summer I was reading Mitchell Waldrop's Dream Machine while I was playing with DV3, as GPT-4 was called then, DaVinci 3. And it just brought in perspective what this is all about. I think that concept of Dream Machine perhaps best communicates what we have really been doing over the last 70 years, right? All the way starting with what Vannevar Bush wrote in his most seminal paper, As We May Think, where he had all these concepts like associative memory, or what Licklider was the first one who even conceptualized the human-computer symbiosis, the mother of all demos that came in '68, to the Xerox Alto, and then, of course, the PDC that I attended, which was the PC Server 1 in '91. 93 is when we had the Mosaic moment. Then there was iPhone and the cloud. And all of these would be one continuous journey. And then, in fact, the other thing I've always loved is Jobs' description of computers as bicycles for the mind. It's sort of a beautiful metaphor. I think it captures the essence of what computing is. But then last November, we got an upgrade, right? We went from the bicycle to the steam engine with the launch of Chatgpt. It was like the Mosaic moment for this generation of the AI platform. And now we look forward to, as developers, what we can do going forward. And so it's an exciting time. And in fact, every layer of the software stack is going to be changed forever. And no better place to start than the actual developer stack, right? We as developers, how do we build is fundamentally changing. In fact, when I think about how we build, I think about first code spaces, right? Being able to set up that environment in seconds versus minutes. A dev box, instead of waiting for a day for your managed dev box to be set up, you have it in less than an hour. If you think about Copilot, what it does to you and Copilot X in terms of driving the overall flow and productivity, which is what, 54% or so up. And then, of course, GitHub Actions and Azure development dev environments, really making that possible for you to stay. In fact, one of the things that I keep on bugging Scott Guthrie for years is, hey, I want to stay in VS Code. I want to stay in command line and let me do everything there. And we are close to that dream. And that, to me, is bringing back both the joy of programming and the flow of programming. That ability to be able to stay on task is just so wonderful to see. So how we build software is radically different. But what we are going to build as developers is really the story of this developer conference. And what we build, we've been, it's not like I came in on January 1st and said, let's start doing press releases, but it does feel like that. It does feel like every week there is something new, and we're infusing this new AI stack across all layers of it, right? So we started